I'd like to commence this video with a request. For those interested in receiving more premium betting tips and predictions, especially if my guidance has contributed to your success in winning bets and generating revenue, I kindly seek your support in revitalizing this channel. Your assistance plays a crucial role in bolstering my presence on YouTube. You're welcome to explore my Patreon support tier or check out my various plans. Multiple plans are available for each and every one of you seeking our premium picks. You can find the link in the bio and comment section below. Thank you for considering and supporting me. Athletics versus Twins. My team pick is Twins minus 1.5 runs. I expect the Twins to continue their dominance of Oakland in this contest, as they have won 7 of their last 8 against the A's. Oakland is on their losing skid with 8 losses in their last 10 games, and Minnesota has won 4 of their last 5 overall. Although Ober has struggled recently, he has proven to come up with quality starts this season, and I expect him to have a quality start against a weaker opponent like Oakland. The Twins are also a much better team at home with a 19-14 record, while the A's have an 11-25 record on the road. In Minnesota's last 8 wins against the Athletics, only 2 have been decided by a 1 run, which is why I will be taking the Twins with the spread. My total pick is over 8 runs. Minnesota has scored 4 or more runs in their last 7 games. In 6 of those games, the Twins have hit the over. I trust the Twins to score at least 4 runs against Oakland, and while I expect Ober to provide a quality start, I wouldn't be shocked to see him give up a few runs in 6 innings of work. Minnesota has a below-average bullpen in terms of ERA, and Estes is still learning from his limited experience in the MLB. The Twins have scored a total of 43 runs in their last 5 games, good for an average of more than 8 runs per game. Additionally, these 2 teams have gone 6-3-1 on the over in their last 10 meetings. Both of these teams also average a total of more than 8 runs in their games between themselves and their opponent this season. Cardinals versus Cubs. My team pick is Cubs minus 1.5 runs. With the way Shota Imanaga is pitching this season, it is difficult to wager against him. Last week, in an appearance against the Reds, he allowed 2 earned runs on 5 hits and 1 walk in 6.2 innings with 7 strikeouts. Imanaga notched his 7th quality start of the season and holds a 1.96 ERA and a 1.03 WHIP with a 72:11 K BB in 69 innings. Chicago is 10-2 when he takes the mound, and the Cardinals will have issues all afternoon locating his breaking ball. Heading into the first game of this series Friday, the Cardinals have lost 6 of 9 to Chicago. The Cubs have won 4 of 5 at Wrigley facing their rivals. As heavy favorites with Shota on the mound, take Chicago to win by 2 or more. My total pick is under. Andre Pallant was drilled in a start against the Astros, but he has been a quality arm for St. Louis since coming back to the big league club. Pallant has gone 2-1 with a 3.86 ERA, and all his earned runs came in that awful start against like him to pitch well here, and we know how dominant Imanaga has been. This will be a low-scoring game with both pitchers delivering a 5 to 6 inning appearance. The Cardinals are averaging under 4 runs in their last 10 games against the Cubs. The total has gone under 6 in a row for Chicago. Take the under. Guardians versus Blue Jays. My team pick is Cleveland moneyline. Even with the woes of Carrasco, the Blue Jays bullpen hasn't seemed to find their footing. The Guardians are hitting some of the best when on the road this season, and the opposite is true for Toronto when at home and under the lights. Home runs have virtually dried up for the Blue Jays this month, which only dampens their ability to drive runs home. Look for Cleveland to remain poised at the plate and find ways to drive runners home. My total pick is over 8.5 runs. While the Blue Jays have their offensive woes, they'll be faced with a favorable matchup in Carrasco, as he has struggled to log strikeouts and has issued walks at an alarmingly high rate. This, with the Blue Jays sitting top 10 in both walks received and strikeouts per game. The Guardians have continued to launch balls out of the yard, and their strong road batting average and high extra base hit rate should see this offense continue to excel. Marlins versus Nationals. My team pick is Marlins moneyline. Miami and Washington have both struggled this season, but I like the Marlins on the road here to get the win. The Nationals are starting left-hander DJ Hers, who has been hit hard in his 2 starts. The Marlins offense has been getting a bit better as of late, as Miami should be able to have plenty of success against the lefty. Rogers, meanwhile, had a bit of success against Washington earlier this season, so take the better pitcher and better offense with the Marlins. My total pick is over 8.5 runs. Although both Miami and Washington have struggled to produce much offense at times, this is a spot that I like the over in. Both starting pitchers have had their struggles, while both bullpen give up plenty of hard contact, which should lead to runs. This season, Miami is 36-31-1 and hitting the over, while Washington is 30-34-4. But, in the 4 games they have played entering Friday, the games are averaging 12.25 runs per game. Angels versus Giants. My team pick is Giants to win. The Los Angeles Angels are not a good team and look completely lost right now. These starting pitchers are not doing well, and it is easy to see a predicament where they are both out early in the game. The bullpens have been a big difference, as the Angels are 29th in the sport with a 5.17 reliever ERA, while the Giants are 19th with a 4.17 bullpen ERA so far this season. These offenses have been similar throughout the previous 12 games, but there is a decent-sized gap, as Los Angeles is scoring 3.83 runs per game in that span, while San Francisco is averaging 3.17 runs per game. All in all, go with the San Francisco Giants to secure a win in this series as the better option. My total pick is over 8.5 runs. These starting pitchers in their last 7 outings have not looked too well. Patrick Sandoval is 1-3 with a 4.69 ERA and a 1.29 WHIP in 40.1 innings during that span, while Keaton Winn is 3-4 with a 7.92 ERA and a 1.43 WHIP in 30.2 innings of work. Throughout the entire season, these teams are hitting right at league average so far as a team, as Los Angeles is 16th in the sport with a .692 team OPS, while San Francisco is right ahead of them in 15th place, as they are posting a .693 team OPS. Go with over 8.5 runs in this game, as these teams are going to be able to score runs at a solid level in this matchup. Phillies versus Orioles. My team pick is Orioles to win. Rodriguez has been effective recently, generating a 2-1 record with a 3.44 ERA and WHIP under 1 in his previous 3 starts. He also has a 2.21 ERA in 5 starts at home in 2024. The Orioles have been effective at home this season, winning there at a 63.9% clip and coming out on top in each of their previous 4 series. They have won 5 of their last 7 games played at Camden Yards. They have produced a batting average of .256 and a slugging percentage of .447 while playing in front of their fans this season, so they do have the tools to score runs off of Philadelphia's top-ranked pitching staff. Baltimore leads the league in wins during the day with 21. They have won 6 of their previous 7 contests overall. Philadelphia has struggled on the road recently, losing 5 of their last 7 games. They have dropped 3 of their last 4 series played away from their home stadium. Baltimore has been excellent against the spread this season, winnings at a 61.2% clip. The stats and trends strongly suggest the Orioles will win comfortably on Saturday afternoon. My total pick is over 8.5 runs. Both squads have elite offensives in 2024, ranking near the top of the league in multiple categories. 10 runners crossed the plate during their last matchup. The Orioles rank second in batting average and first in slugging percentage during day games and have produced similar rankings in those categories at home, so look for Baltimore to contribute a significant amount of runs to the total. They have scored 4 runs or more in 6 of their previous 7 games overall and 2 of 3 at home. Philadelphia batters are effective playing away from their home stadium this year, ranking 6th in away slugging percentage, so they also have the tools to score quickly in bunches. They have scored 5 runs or more in 3 of their last 5 games overall. Their pitching staff has given up 6 runs or more in 3 of their last 4 contests overall and 2 of 3 on the road. The Phillies have gone over the run total in their previous 2 games. Most signs point to a higher scoring affair in Baltimore on Saturday. Padres versus Mets. My team pick is Mets to win. We've seen both these teams start to play better baseball over the last 10 days or so, though something will have to give here. The Padres are trying to get by right now with both Joe Musgrove, elbow, and Yu Darvish, hamstring, on the shelf. That has pushed guys like Mazur into the starting rotation with predictable results. New York has problems putting runs on the board at Citi Field, which we've seen all season long, but having the potential for 9 at-bats gives them a shot, as we saw Thursday. At this point, even with pitching poorly, you have to have more faith in Quintana than Mazur in this contest. Look for the Mets to take advantage of a young, inexperienced arm to get the victory in this contest. My total pick is under